Quillwork is one of the oldest and most respected art forms among the Mi'kmaq. Long before the introduction of glass beads through European trade, Mi'kmaq artisans used porcupine quills to decorate clothing, birchbark containers, and ceremonial items. This practice is not only artistic, it is cultural knowledge, identity, and tradition carried through generations. Quillwork reflects a deep relationship with the land. Every part of the process, from gathering quills to dyeing and stitching them, requires patience, respect, and skill. It is a practice that connects the maker to nature, to their ancestors, and to Mi'kmaq ways of knowing. What is quillwork? Quillwork involves using porcupine quills that are softened, flattened, dyed, and then woven, wrapped, or stitched onto a surface. Common surfaces include birchbark boxes, leather, and clothing. The designs often feature floral patterns, geometric shapes, and symbols that reflect the natural world. Each design is intentional. Colors and patterns may represent seasons, plants, family connections, or spiritual teachings. Quillwork is not random decoration, it is storytelling through design. Cultural and spiritual significance. For the Mi'kmaq, quillwork carries meaning beyond its beauty. It represents continuity and resilience. Despite the impacts of colonization and the introduction of new materials, quillwork has remained an important cultural practice. Traditionally, quillwork skills were passed down through families, often taught by elders. Learning quillwork was not just about technique, it included teachings about patience, respect for materials, and the importance of doing things in a good way. Quills themselves come from the porcupine, an animal that provides this resource without needing to be hunted in all cases, as quills can be gathered respectfully. This reinforces Mi'kmaq values of sustainability and respect for living beings. Today, quillwork continues to thrive. It can be seen in both traditional items and contemporary art such as jewelry, fashion, and decorative pieces. Many Mi'kmaq artists are revitalizing and teaching this practice to younger generations. Workshops, cultural programs, and community gatherings often include quillwork as a way to pass on knowledge. In this way, quillwork remains a living tradition, one that adapts while staying rooted in cultural values. How to make quillwork? It is important to approach quillwork with respect. In Mi'kmaq culture, this knowledge is traditionally shared through relationships and teachings. The following is a basic introduction suitable for educational purposes, not a replacement for learning from a knowledge keeper. 1. Gather materials respectfully. Porcupine quills, collected ethically or sourced responsibly, birchbark, leather, or fabric as a base. Needle and thread or sinew. Natural or commercial dyes, optional, warm water for softening quills. 2. Clean and soften the quills. Quills are washed and then soaked in warm water to make them flexible. This step is important, as dry quills are brittle and can break easily. 3. Flatten the quills. Traditionally, quills may be flattened using teeth or a smooth tool. Flattening allows them to lie neatly against the surface and makes them easier to work with. 4. Dye the quills. Quills can be dyed using natural plant-based dyes or modern dyes. Colors are often chosen with intention and meaning. 5. Prepare your design. Lightly sketch or plan a simple pattern. Beginners often start with basic shapes or small floral designs. 6. Attach the quills. There are several techniques, including wrapping. Quills are wrapped around strips of material. Stitching. Quills are sewn onto the surface. Plaiting or weaving. Quills are interlaced together. Each method requires patience and steady hands. 7. Trim and finish. Once the design is complete, trim any excess and secure the ends. The finished piece should be smooth and tightly held in place. Respect and responsibility. Quillwork is not just a craft, it is a cultural practice. It should not be rushed or treated as a simple hobby without understanding its roots. Giving credit to Mi'kmaq knowledge, learning from community members when possible, and approaching the work with humility are all essential. In closing, quillwork is a powerful expression of Mi'kmaq culture. It connects art, land, and identity through a process that requires patience, care, and respect. Each piece carries meaning, reflecting both tradition and personal expression. Learning how quillwork is made can deepen appreciation, but its true significance lies in the teachings behind it, the relationships it represents, and the knowledge it carries forward.